KK Java Tutorials. In this video tutorial, we'll talk about the JSail commands in Java 9, right? So here we are going to discuss about all the important commands which is valid for JSail terminal, as well as we will talk about some of the tips related to JSail, which will help out in many ways if you are working as a Java developer. Yeah. So first of all, make sure you have installed JDK 9 on your machine to work with JSail. And once you've done the installation of Java 9 or on your machine, then if you go to the program files wherever you have installed your JDK, then Java directory, and here JDK 904, and inside that if you go to the bin, here if you search for jsail.exe, you will get jsail.exe, right? If you press enter, then here you can see jsail.exe folder is there in bin directory, right? So make sure that you have done the path setting in your environment variable, right, to work with JSail. Uh, uh, else command prompt will not recognize what is JSail, right? This is the first thing you have to do. Now just open the command prompt, and after opening the command prompt, here you have to type JSail, right, and press enter. Then you'll see command prompt will change from normal command to JSail command prompt, right? Now let's see what are the important commands are available for JSail. So first command I would say /help, right? And if you press enter, this will list out all the important commands which is valid for JSail, right? So here you can see these are the commands like /list, /edit, /drop, and all. There are many commands, and you get the description about those commands on the below to that, right? Now let's move next command, right? Like when you ask for the help, right, then here you can write /help, then you can write intro, right? And if you press enter, then this will give you the introduction about the JSail command. What is JSail command that is all about, right? So that you can read. Now if you want to look into the particular command, right, a description about the particular command, then you can write /help and then a command name, right? So let's say I would like to see the details about the list command. So /help, then /list, right? And if you press enter, then it will give you the description about the single command, right? When you say /help, then that will list out all the commands, right? But if you write /help and after that /command name, then this will give you the description about the particular command, right? Now let's move ahead. Now next command I'm going to talk about, let's say now you are in JSail command, right? Now if you want to exit, come out from JSail command, then you have to write a command is called /exit, right? exit, and press enter. Then here you can see we came out from the JSail command, and that is just displaying a goodbye message, right? Now if you want to again go to the JSail, then again of course you need to type JSail and press enter. Then again we are came back on JSail, right, command prompt, right? Now let's move ahead and see what are the rest of the commands are existing in JSail, right? So now let's say once we enter into the JSail command, then we can do various things, right? As we have seen in the previous video tutorial, like we can create a variable like int variable, right? And if you want to display this variable name, then simply you have to give the either you can write system.out.println, and there you can pass the variable name, or directly you can specify the variable name on the JSail terminal and press enter. Then here you can see it is showing x is currently holding 20, right? Similarly you can create some more variable. At this time, let's say I'm going to create another variable, let's say double double, let's say price equal to 23.45, right? And of course putting semicolon at the last is optional. Even if you do not provide, that's fine, right? So here just we have basically declared some variable, not declared, but we have initialized some variables, right? Now here basically while creating some variable or while defining some method, class, interface, right? If you want some nice description, then you may use some command. A command is called forward slash set feedback, right? Feedback. And if you press enter, then this feedback is having a lot of mode. Default mode is the normal, right, which will not provide you any basically proper description. But if you specify the, if you set the mode as verbose, right, and if you press enter, and let's say I'm going to create one variable, let's say list, right, list integer int integer list equal to new array list integer. Okay, and if I press enter, right, here you can see the beautiful description is provided by the JSON. I created variable list, and this is the type, right? Even if you let's say uh, declare some variable like float f equal to 4.45, right? If you press answer, now here you can see the proper description is showing, right? So that's why you can use basically forward slash feedback command with the various mode, right? Now next command we would like to talk about is something is called forward slash. Already we talked, right? If you write the forward slash list, then it will list out the all the basically code snippet what you have typed till yet, right? So basically this will list out the all the source you have typed till yet, right? So that's all about the forward slash list, right? Now next command I would like to talk about something is called reset. If you do the reset, so guys, whenever you open the command prompt and when you type JSL and you press enter, then you navigated to the JSL terminal, right? That means a new session gets started in the JSL, right? And when you write basically forward slash reset, I would say reset, reset, right? So what does basically this command? This command is basically resetting your session, means all the work what you have done so far that is going to that is going to wipe out, right? So if I press, and so here is saying resetting state. So now if I do forward slash list, it will not list out all those stuff right now because we have resetted the session, resetted the terminal. So all the work what we have done, that is going to reset, right? That's all about the reset, right? Now next thing, now let's create some variable again after resetting. So float variable I have created. So just you have to press the up arrow, so that previous typed command you can basically get. And what else, what variable? So now if I do forward slash list, right, so this will list out the all the operation, what all the code snippet, what all the commands, what not command but all the code snippet we have passed in, we have typed previously, right? So this will list out, and here this is showing the number, right? So these statement, right, these are code snippet, you can refer by this number as well, right? So now I'm going to define one method as well, right? So here I'm going to define like public void welcome message, right? Welcome, right? This method I'm going to define, and in this method, just for simplicity, I'm going to just print one welcome message, right? Print println, right? Print out, and just I'm going to print hello, right? That's it. And I'm going to close this method, so saying that created method welcome. Now we can call, of course, this method, right? We can call this method, and it is giving the output. Now if I list out all the basically operation what we have done till yet, so now it is saying in fourth number we have defined this method, and fifth number we have called this method, right? Now next command what we are going to learn, something is called edit. So I would say forward slash edit, right? And if you want to edit any of the code snippet, then you can refer by this number, right? So let's say I would like to edit this method whose number is 4. So I will write / edit 4. So on fourth number this method is there, right? If I press enter, then let me press enter. I don't know what happened. uh, / enter, then here you can see you'll get a small pop-up, and here uh, if you want to add it previously defined method, class or interfaces, then of course you can use / edit, and here we can edit this basically method easily, right? Let's say I do edit, I'm putting some period sign, and after that let's say I'm clicking on accept and then exit. Now if I call this method again, now if call this method again, then here you can see modified output is coming out, right? So that's the way basically you can edit some statement what you have previously typed on JSL terminal, right? Now next thing, let's say let me do / list. It will list out all the operation, right? Now let's say one of the statement I would like to delete, right? And of course this statement we can refer by this number. Let's say second number where I have declared this array list, right? We have initialized this array list, I would like to delete. So for that we have a command / drop and that number, right? So second number I would like to delete, right? So if I press / drop 2, then saying that drop variable list, right? And if you list out again, then here you can see this has been deleted, right? So that's how you can if you want to delete some code snippet what previously you have typed, then you can use drop command, right? Now next command we are going to learn something is called save, right? Let's say if you are doing a lot of work on JSL and before closing this command prompt, right? If once you close, then everything you will lost, right? You cannot get it again. But all the operation what I am doing on the JSL, I would like to save for future use. Then for that we have a save command, and save / save, and you can give the file name like my work, any name you can give, but extension either you can give txt or better to give the extension as JSL, right? So JSH, first 3 letter you can give as extension, right? JSH, that is good to give the extension JSH and press enter. Then this file is going to save on your computer, but let's see where this file has been saved. If I go to my C drive, then users and then username, and here if you search my work, yeah, this is the file over here, right? So here I am going to open my command prompt, new command prompt, and here to open this file you have to use again next command is called open, right? So / open, and then I would say my work and press tab for auto, and if you press enter, okay guys, first of all you need to basically navigate into your JSL command, right? So I would write JSL, sorry for that, and then you need to use open command, then / open, and then your file name my work, right? And press enter. Then if you do the list, then you'll see all the operation what I had done in my previous work that is coming out, right? Even if you want to call welcome method, you can call easily, right? So here I can call the welcome method, and here I can see the output, right? So that's the another command, open command. Let me close this guy. I'm going to close one extra command, right? So now one of the important basically tips or tricks I'm going to show you. So here guys, let's say I would like to delete this, I would like to edit this basically defined method, right? So I would say / edit and then number 6, right, which is nothing but method. Then of course this window came out, and here I would like to prompt a message hello hello name, but name variable I haven't defined, right? So let's see what happens. I accept, then I click on exit, then here you can see the message modified method welcome, however it cannot be invoked until variable name is declared, right? Update overrode method welcome, right? So what basically it is saying, so it is saying, hey, you have updated basically this method, right? So let me list out over here. Okay, So saying that you have updated this method, right? And now you are trying to print the name with just you are concatenating name with hello, but name variable is not defined yet. If you want, before invoking this method, please initialize this name variable and then try to invoke this method. So what I'll do a string and name equals to kk. So simply you have to initialize this variable on JSL terminal itself, and after that, so saying that created variable name is string, update modify method welcome. Now if I call this method, right, welcome method, then it should invoke successfully. Here you can see saying that hello kk, right? So let's say if you have created some method or class or interfaces, and some of the variable you forgot to declare, so later point of time also you can declare those variables and successfully you can invoke that method or any method in the class, right? You can do those things, right? So I hope you understood. Now let's say I would like to list here, if I use basically list, that it will list out all the code snippet, right? But let's say I would like to list only variables, right? Then for that we have a command /vars. It will list out only all the variables you have declared so far on the JSL terminal, right? Now let's say if you are interested to check all the methods I have defined so far on the JSL, then command is methods, right? So meth you have to press, you don't need to really type entire command, so just type meth and press tab, right, and it will come out. And if you press enter, then as of now we have only one method, but if you would have defined many methods, then all the method list will be listed over here, right, using this command. Now next command we are going to talk about something is called types, right? So types, if I use types command right now, then it is not going to return anything because we haven't basically defined any class interface till yet. So let's define one class. Let's say I'm going to define a class. Let's say I'm going to create a class, let's say hello. So here while defining this class, I'm not going to define any method inside this class, just I have created a class template hello, and let's say I'm going to create one interface. So I would say interface I1, right? I'm not going to declare any method inside the interface, just I would like to save some time, that's why. Else you can declare some method inside the interface, you can define some method inside this hello class. Now if I use, my intention is to show you types basically command here. Now if I press types, that it is showing types are hello and I1, right? So all the types you can list using the types command, right? So this will list out, basically declare all the types. Now next command we are going to talk about is something is called, already we had talked in the previous video tutorial, but still I would like to talk over here. Something is called imports. Imports will give you the list of all the basically packages which is the part of the default imported. Means if you want to use classes, method, if you want to use classes, methods or constant declare within this list of packages, then you don't need to really import these packages on the JSL. But apart from these packages, if you want to use some other packages, then you will have to import it. Like let's say I would like to use some interfaces or classes from java.sql, then you need to import that package. How to import? Using import keyword. So I would say import java.sql.star. In that way we can import. Now all the things belongs to java.sql we can use. Now if you use basically imports command, then along with these 10 packages, 11th package also you can see, right, which explicitly we have imported. So that's how basically imports command works. Next command I would like to talk about, something is called history. Something is called history, and it will give you the history. History means whatever things you have typed till 8 on this basically terminal, everything will be listed over here. That's how the history works, right? Now next thing, if you want to run the last command, whatever last command you ran, that you want to run it again, then you have a basically command /exclamation sign. If you do, then last command we have ran this one, so it is running again, right? Now similarly, if you want to run, let's say I press slash list, right? And let's say if I want to run some commands, then we can refer by id. These are the basically id, right? So let's say I do forward slash, and let's say I do id 5, right? So in id 5, what basically we are doing, welcome method we are calling. So forward slash and id 5, so it will call the method. This is giving the method name, and this is the, after calling the method we are getting this output, right? Now last but not the least, few tricks I would like to talk. Let's say if you declare some variable let's say if you declare some variable like ak java, right? And if you press enter, then here what basically I'm doing, just I'm typing one string and pressing enter. Then JCL basically creates one temporary variable, and this variable is going to store into that temporary variable, right? And you can basically, you can use this variable anywhere in your JSL terminal. Like I would like to print the value of $17. So $17 is nothing but the ID. So if I press $17, it will give you the content, whatever content is stored in this variable. Of course, this variable you can use in any method as well, right? So that's the beauty of JSON, right? So almost all the tips and tricks and all the important commands we have talked about the JSL. I hope you enjoy learning this video. If you really like this video, then hit on the like button. If you did not subscribe KK Java Tutorials still yet, then please go ahead and subscribe my channel, and thank you so much for watching this video.